Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. Let me get straight back into it. And I think that I had a little puppy companion here to complete some of the quests. There he is. What a good boy. Alright, let's get started. Should be some quest rings around here, I'm assuming. This guy's for the repeatables. I'm not going to bother with him. But let me go here with the epic. You approach LOTRO, and he surfaces from his thoughts of home.
Our journey has been full of hardship.
Once I spoke to you of my travels, Kippen, of my adventures in the wooded lands of Enedwith and the rocky heights of Thor's Combe, but they are dwarfed now by the memory of these last few weeks. From the dungeons of Isengard to the fighting on the Pelennor, our journey has been full of hardship. My mind turns now to my home, at Surikila in Forikil. I do not think I will see it again, but I am at ease knowing that I have done what I can for the snowmen, and they will persevere as they always have done. I will follow Aragorn wherever he leads. Okay. As you approach, Radonir emerges from his thoughts.
We have been through a lot together, and most of it was unpleasant.
I'm not complaining, not really. If it was to be easy, it need not have been the Dunedain's task to face it. I said as much to Elwith once, but she has gone away and will never return. Do you think that the folk of Middle-earth will appreciate everything Aragorn has done? I do not expect our names to be remembered, but if there is to be any justice for Aragorn, he will be remembered fondly and well by the people of Gondor and Rohan at least. Radonir is silent for a long while, and you are about to leave him be when he speaks at last. It seems there will be no peaceful tavern for us at the end of this road, Kippen. After everything we have gone through, I suppose I'm not really surprised. Interesting. As you approach, Coronir breaks free from his reverie.
I am not afraid of Mordor, or its Black Gate.
I watched the departure of the faint-hearted Kippen, and I felt no scorn for them, though there was a time in my life when I might not have understood their choice. I see that their path, too, was in service of the host of the West. Our own roads takes us to Mordor, for we have the courage to go that way. I'm not afraid of Mordor or its Black Gate, neither am I afraid of the Dark Lord or his armies. I'm not afraid of Mordorith, no matter what he names himself. I'm not afraid of death, for I have lived a life enriched by friendship and laughter, and I know that endings must always come soon or late. I am made strong by the love of my friend and the memories I carry with me, and no orc or wraith or beast can conquer that strength. At long last, I am at peace, Kippen. I will follow Aragorn to the end, with an unburdened heart. As you approach, Calanglad returns from his thoughts.
I have sought to live my life with honor.
Have you ever broken a promise, Kippen? Calanglad looks at you sadly and holds up a finger to halt your reply. I have sought to live my life with honor, making good upon my promises and the oaths I have taken. I swore an oath to aid Aragorn, my chief, in all things, and I have done so the best I could. That oath has taken me far from my home and to the very doorstep of Mordor. But my heart remains on the shores of Lake Nuniel. I promised to return when my duty in the Southlands was done, but it does not seem that any of us will return after all. What were the words of Gwyndith? That the return of Elendil's kingdom would be worth some measure of sorrow? Did she speak the truth? I do not know even now. Okay. Got a little lost here, but need to return to Aragorn. Aragorn surfaces from his thoughts and remains to face you. None of us are free of worry, Kippen, or free of regret, but we still must move forward in spite of those feelings. That is all we can do. That is what we must do. I will give the order for the host of the West to begin its final march, Kippen, but I need you to go forward in the vanguard, leading the way and making safe our passage. The foes arrayed against us have been commanded to let us pass, but I would not be surprised if the more ambitious among our numbers think to increase their own fame or notoriety by slowing our progress. Defeat those foes and any beasts that threaten, and look for Langlas in the ruin of Herendir, northeast of here. He will not know where else to scout in advance of the host. Once you have aided Langlas, rejoin us north of the Black Gate, and we will prepare for the final throw. Alright, give me 1 second. I need to check something. I'm not sure if I have my audio settings correct. Okay, the audio is correct. Sorry, I'm still getting used to my new workflow here on the new computer. But of course, I want to make sure that there are no issues, so if I suspect anything may be wrong, I'd rather make sure than to continue a full episode with something wrong. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
Scouts returning to the camp have brought word of orcish traps in and among the ruins the entire way between here and Nuinhard. It is one of these that I guess gave Faroth his small wound. He was lucky and nimble. Our marching soldiers may be far worse if they stumble upon them. Take Faroth with you and destroy as many as you can find. If I'm not mistaken, he will keep a keen eye and nose out for them. Alright, so I guess these are the dog quests.
You help bear my burden, friend.
One of the rangers spotted some number of orcs running across the scrublands, but lost sight of them. There are many ruins throughout the no-man lands, and I wager that may be where the orcs have gone. Perhaps if you drew close enough, they would come out of hiding. Take Faroth with you and sniff them out. It would seem strange things grow on the edge of the foul marshes. Legolas has told me of a moss you encountered growing on the backs of marsh lurkers. We believe this moss to have special properties that can cull toxic fumes straight from the surrounding air. If you're willing, find some of this moss and bring it back here to me. I should be able to develop an elixir from the moss. So yeah, I think this counts as one of those herbalist quests. Okay, I think we're ready to go here. So, let me go towards those quest rings in the northwest for now. Gotta kill some boars here. I can do that. So I'm trying to get used to a couple of things here. Nice. So continued culling, another repeatable quest. Blighted wildlife, foul creatures from the dead marshes, and orcs still roam the no-man lands. You feel it would be best to continue the work of culling these threats from the area. Alright, sorry about that. Let's get going. Still trying to make sure everything is set up appropriately here. Good, try to clear these poisons. Man, I'm taking some damage here. I need to watch out for my HP here. Let me start with just a little recovery gambit just to get a pulse of healing here. And these bears are pretty hefty. Make sure I don't get killed here. Interrupt that. let me do some healing gambits. Already got a lot of bleeds on him. Alright. We're getting there. Should probably avoid the... should avoid the bears, you know, if... they're just tougher. And it's not like I need the bears specifically. Okay, good. So that's 6 already, but I still need 15 for the other quest. So might as well attack these guys. Might as well isn't the right word. I kind of have to do it. It's not like I have an option. Get the forced march on. Start heading towards those rings again, but I'll kill some enemies along the way. Barely got that interrupt off. Alright, very good. Get the boar here. Bunch of lag. Lag always throws off my gambits. That's the annoying part. Alright, need 4 more. We're getting there. I'm thinking about taking the difficulty down 1 tier. Just because I kind of noticed it's really slowing down the progression here. Which is not the end of the world, but you know, I don't want the series to slow down too much with me just kind of fighting a bunch of enemies. Alright. And see, I'm almost out of health here. I have to be mindful of that. Let me get this guy. Okay, so we're done with this. You have cleared out enough threats to the host of the West for 1 day, but there will always be more work to do. Of course there will. Alright, let's see what we got here. With that artifacts. Oh, I still have this quest from Hidden Orc Scout attacks. There he is. Should I fight him? Alright, let me just fight him. Probably won't fight every single one, but at least one will be fine. Okay, nice. I don't know why, but I thought I had completed the quest with the Eothid artifacts. It's been a while since I recorded the last episode. It's been about a week. I know I've been mentioning to you guys on the Discord server and on my update video that I made, and also on some of these earlier episodes this season, that having a lot of life changes recently, new job and everything. So I finally started my new job and having a lot of fun with it, but my friends, it is tremendously limiting in terms of my free time now. because important to me outside of work is maintaining my health as well. So I've been very good about going to the gym every day. And so I try to go to the gym before work. So I do that, and then I go to work, and I do a little bit more work at home, and by the time I'm done with everything, it's kind of like bedtime already. So I've noticed that my free time is basically completely gone. So it's going to be very difficult for me to get all this figured out. I'm trying to make sure that I get everything going, get on a good routine so I can keep recording, but it seems like most of my recording is going to happen on the weekends. So it's definitely an adjustment I'm going to need to make. So yeah, it's been about a week since I recorded the last episode. And that's the reason. I just don't have as much time anymore. There should be a chest around here somewhere. Or an orcish trap. There are 12 of these, okay. See, there are quest rings everywhere here, but the problem is these little nodes. They always mess up the thing. Now, some of you, or one of you, wrote in the comments of a previous video that there's a hotkey that switches between things you can interact with. So, like, the delete key will select the nearest one, but apparently there's a key that alternates between them, and I forgot what that was. But that would be helpful here. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so I selected something here, or a new hotkey, so I can kind of switch between them. Doesn't really seem like there's anything else here. There is a quest ring around here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Let me just go to the two to the northwest. Not seeing anything. Get an orc attacks. Do I need to kill those? Is that what the quest rings are? Continued culling retry quest. Oh, that's the daily to kill a bunch of enemies. I was wondering if maybe I had failed something. I don't know, I'm struggling with finding these traps. Apparently they're all over here, but I'm not seeing any of them. Just go to the other highlighted area for now, because this is kind of frustrating me a little bit. Yeah, not really seeing anything. If there's anything interesting here, there is an artifact right there. There's another one here, good. That's a purple. I'll go for that. It looks fancy. What is this? Sure, just a bartering thing. Okay, let's see what we got over here. With that artifact. This episode has felt a little weird. Like not much is happening. Just kind of riding around, feeling a little lost. More artifacts. Yeah, the switch to next item hotkey thing is a game changer. Can't believe it's taken me this many episodes to start utilizing it. Ancient weapon. Huh. What is that for? New deed. Relics of the Last Alliance. Okay. So I wish I hadn't picked that up, but of course I will do that at the last episode of the season, in which I do all of the deeds. So I'll try not to pick up any more artifacts until then. Alright, so finally done with that quest. Let me go in here and see what's up. Alright, so looks like we have a whole hub. Let me set a milestone. Sickly light plays over the stones of Herondir, and the air smells foul. So let me bind to that one, I guess. Okay. Very good. So these are the repeatable quests, not gonna bother.
This is a dead place. An empty place. I do not like it.
There will be many places such as these as we get nearer to Mordor, Kippen. How could anyone live here? The answer to that question is a simple one, I suppose. No one does live here. Not truly, not good folk at any rate. I have heard tell from the rangers of Ithilien that there are a few sites throughout the wastes in which evil folk dwell. These places should be scouted before the host passes near. Find Doom Boha in the No Man Lands, and Dol Akarn, and Ondoher's Folly in Daggerlad, and defeat any enemies that may endanger the passage of the host. Once the way is safe, the host of the West will assemble outside the Black Gate, and we will see what awaits us there. So there are lots of objectives to that quest. Let me kind of ride in a little deeper into this camp, see if there are any other quests for me to pick up. Otherwise, I will ride out and continue doing all the ones I already have on my quest log. Doesn't seem like there's anything else for right now. Big place, though. Tempted to just jump down here, but I will not, because I have to go the other way regardless. It's very populated here, but it does have that very desolate feeling, to be sure. Alright, let's see what we got here. Still looking for Orcish traps. What is this? So I still need to defeat 14 enemies. Alright. Gonna neglect that for now. I don't really want to be stopping every 3 steps. I'm just struggling with the fact that I can't find any traps. I wonder if it has something to do with the dog. Oh, not good. He attacked the dog. Because it did say you need the dog to kind of help out to find the traps, so I'm wondering if he needs to be physically out for the traps to even appear. Does that make sense? Is that good reasoning? Maybe. Go down into the circle area. I'm really not finding anything. Kind of bizarre. Yeah, nothing. And then my puppy's getting shot at somewhere over there. Okay, so I don't know, I'm a little lost here. I'm a little lost. Maybe I should go all the way up to the marsh area. Let me just go this way, see what happens. Roving threats I'll do at the end of the season. Not seeing anything here either, even though it's marked on the map. It's very bizarre. Find hidden orcish traps and destroy them. They can be found in many ruins. Faroth must be present. They made a point of that, so I'm thinking I should dismount. There we go. So let me see this. Let me get on the pony. It's still there, but I wonder if it got uncovered because of him. So I am thinking he needs to be out. Yeah, I think that's the problem I was having, is I didn't have the dog out. Take care of this orc here. Alright, and probably more traps here, because the circle is still highlighted. So I guess the key is just kind of walk all over the area. There we go. And then he'll uncover them. And he'll bark, actually. Yeah, see? For sure. Okay, I get the quest now. I get it. Makes sense. The circle is still highlighted though, so there might be more here still. I don't know, I feel like I've run all over these ruins. But as I say that, he roughs at another one. Now, see, he just uncovered the old one here. So I think I'm good. I think I'm good on these ruins. I'm not going to bother here anymore. Might have to go back to some of the other ruins that I was at previously now that I kind of understand how this works. So here I am looking for tangled moss. Throughout the marshland. Man, I am struggling this episode. Feels like it's been a frustrating episode to watch from a viewer's perspective. I don't know. So I think I'm actually going to call it here. I've been recording for a while. I kind of understand the gist of the quest now, so hopefully in the next one we'll make a little bit more progress. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you then.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.